Hello, everyone, and welcome at long last to Doom, the Dark Ages Revelations. So, you might remember last year I did a Let's Play of Doom the Dark Ages during the summer. I don't remember when. Let me check my phone real quick, and we'll get back into that. So, yeah. It's important to note, as you can see here on my save file here, I had beaten the game. I am going to. Sorry about that, I had a hiccup. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to do my best to get every single thing in the game, just like I did with the base campaign. Now, I have a funny story. I have a really funny story with this DLC. Alright? So, first things first, there was something that happened when this DLC launched that we will get into in this episode. Just know that the thing that the Slayer is wearing, that is a spoiler, by the way. But then again, considering how long the DLC has been out, pretty much everyone knows. But it's what he is holding that will be in this episode. Uh, you'll find out what I'm talking about momentarily, but yeah. Let me check my phone and see when I did the Let's Play series, because I know it was a few months after the game launched. So, just give me a moment, and I will, yeah. Also, no, I'm not going to delete this save file. I got literally everything. Well, not literally everything. There are some things that I missed, but that's just because of the fact that, there's something else that I'm going to be talking about, as we get into this. But just know that this plays a little bit differently from the base campaign in various ways, but you'll find out momentarily. How the hell did I close the app? I know that wasn't a joke about Doom and how you go to hell. Okay, yeah, it was about a year. Anyway, yeah, so it was actually close to a year ago that I did the Let's Play. So, what we're doing here is we're doing this. So, just like before, you have difficulty settings. You have Aspiring Slayer, which is the renamed difficulty from I'm Too Young to Die. I don't understand why people complain about that change to Aspiring Slayer when it makes sense why they would call it Aspiring Slayer. Doom the Dark Ages, as we've talked about, is a prequel to the other two modern Doom games. So, this takes place before Doom 2016. And as you just saw in the save file selection, the DLC takes place sometime shortly before the events of Doom 2016. Or, just before, what led to Doom 2016. We have Hurt Me Plenty, Ultra Violence, Nightmare, Pandemonium, and Ultra Nightmare. We're not doing these two, even though there are rewards that you get. But, you know. You all know me. I'm just gonna play on Aspiring Slayer. I'm not a pussy, don't worry. Okay. So, let's get this done. So we have all these things right here. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Previously on Doom the Dark Ages.
And you, young sentinel. Your father tells me great things
You're
about
gonna
you.
want to remember this guy.
Thank you, sir.
Also, yes, this is a pre-rendered video. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, we're getting a recap of the events of the story of the base game.
Should we terminate his life functions?
And destroy the Conmaker's prized possession. So long as he has that tether on him, we can still have a hand in his fate. Wait.
Hello, Osric.
The Maker's Church has disavowed all actions taken by the Creed.
Azrag or
We'll move forward with our own Inquisition, quietly.
I'll ask you to join me now in paying our respect to him. The people of Argentanur rest easier now, knowing he is out there.
I know a little while ago it said there were 2 people watching. It's because of the fact that I just tuned into my stream to see if it was actually playing. So, it was. After the betrayal of Bishop Creed, doubt spreads throughout the ranks of the Knight Sentinels. Sensing the threat of rebellion, the Khan Maker, Mother God of the Faithful, returns to her God damn it. This is what happens when you get distracted, but you guys can read anyway. I just like narrating to add some tension. But yeah, the Oracle. What is this, fucking Matrix?
I need an update on Merrick's status.
He didn't report in.
You're gonna want to remember that. Anyway. Don't worry guys, they're sleeping. Eternal. There's our knight in shining armor. Just in better days. You guys ready to... Alright. I just want to say this right now. I have a rant that I will be going on in this first episode as we get into it. Not a rant against id Software. I'm not about to be like, make good. No, I'm not one of those people. It's a rant that I've been saving for a rainy day.
Slayer. Victory here earns you the right to stand before the High Council. As written in the Book of Ashes. The Oracle will be your guide, should you be victorious. Many have tried, but none so powerful as you.
Love that knuckle crack.
You may begin.
Oh, is that a challenge? Alright.
Holding position until the Slayer retrieves the artifact.
Yeah, this is something I was going to talk about later, but I wanted to open this thing up, because I was going to change my room. In Revelations, items are not revealed on your auto map before they are acquired. That was my phone. I don't think y'all heard that, though. You can use the item tracker on the right side of this tab to see all the items and secrets to find within a given chapter. So, this is something that I'm actually very much okay with. Unlike the base campaign, which did show where secrets were, this doesn't, which kind of harkens back to classic Doom and how you would have to find secrets yourself instead of the game holding your hand, you know? Anyway, we have 4 secrets, and I am going to be showing them. Don't worry. We have our weapons, and let's just say that there will be one new weapon that we'll be getting. Well, aside from the one that you saw the Slayer holding in his left hand. Okay, see, this is something that I wish that they would have fixed. As you all know, I prefer the Heaven Splitter. That is my favorite rune. Anyway. Yeah. Another thing, they did change this weapon, the Ravager, a little bit to where even if you have the upgrade enabled to give you like full movement speed from shooting the gun at full speed, they made it to where you move ever so slightly slow, which I get that, but I'm gonna show something that wouldn't make sense because of that. Ah! I got shot by the sun!
I can no longer send you support on your missions. Because of the recent uprising, all military actions will need the Khan's personal authorization. Know the people are brave and continue to fight because of you. You alone give them hope.
I think I mentioned this before, but fun fact, the person who voices and portrays Thera,
you alone,
same lady who was in Wolfenstein 2, Grace Walker. That's the character's name. I forgot who the lady's name was, but she is really good at her job.
As all glory goes to the untethered Slayer.
Hello, familiar voice.
Our flock has been led astray by your acts of defiance and that foul creed's weakness.
Alright, spooky boys. So yeah, as you saw, that was just the beginning arena to get you kind of into the combat loop.
Welcome, Khan Maker.
Cities fracture.
My God, it's a Sausage Ventress.
They follow you now.
Yeah, Nika Futterman reprises her role in this. That's awesome.
Tell me, Slayer, do you intend to rule what you have unmade? Or will you leave them to starve in the absence of order?
Wait, I already did. I think.
The Sentinels must choose to stand with us again. And they need a symbol. A sentinel of noble blood. A warrior your people will recognize. Marek, son of
You
Valen,
dirty
has
motherfucker.
pledged his loyalty to us. Together,
Yep,
we strike down
that's
the order
right.
of the Six.
This is
Together,
our Star
you will
Wolf.
remind Argentinor
This is our
where
big
their
bad that we're
strength
going up
truly
against.
lies.
Or one of them.
You fight for them, do you not? Then give them something to believe in. Or is unity beneath you?
Sir, you have pretty eyes, but that's not gonna save you. Alright, now for our first proper level. Well, kind of. So think of it like the arena that we were in earlier being a way to introduce the player to... Oh shit. Yes, it's a way to introduce players to... Oh shit, yeah. I forgot the HUD was set to Praetor Suit, which, yes, that is also another spoiler, but, you know. We're gonna send it back to Revelations right now. I promise we'll set it back to, the Praetor Suit when we actually get the Praetor Suit, which, yeah, again, that's a spoiler, but... what I was trying to say is, think of it like... Sorry. There we go. Finally I had a burp. Anyway. Think of it like the arena that we were in earlier being a way to introduce players to the combat. Or, you know, because the game already introduced that with the base campaign. It's a way to refresh people. So, like, if you haven't played the game in a while and you're playing the DLC, this is id Software's way of, you know, getting you back into the core loop of the game. This, however, is your introduction to exploration, if you haven't played the game in a while. So, we have some combat encounters here. We're not going to be getting to the main thing over there. Just know that we are going to be getting everything. But, yeah. As we get into this, though, as you all know, last month when this DLC came out, it was a day after there were layoffs at id Software. It wasn't id Software's call, it was Microsoft's call. I just want to say this right now. I wish the people that worked on this nothing but the absolute best. They didn't deserve any of that at all. Nobody deserves anything like that. If anyone who used to work at id Software comes across this stream, just know that maybe some kind of nobody on YouTube that only makes a couple of views per stream. But just know that my heart goes out to you and anybody affected by the layoffs. Whether you're id Software or, you know, Conjunction Games. I think that's the name of the studio. I forgot all the studios, but id Software is on the top of my mind because, you know. Anyway, so, yeah. you'd best believe that I'm not very happy with it. I almost said it's not Microsoft over their decision. That was absolutely not okay in the slightest. Nobody's happy about this, and I don't think anybody ever will be happy about this. There we go. We need a Bluetooth. First, we need to... There we go! There's the Heaven Splitter. I don't know why I shot that guy. Oh, what the... How did I not notice the fact that the flag isn't even connected to the pinky, it's connected to the rider. It's a floating flag. Anyway, yeah, so going back to what I was saying, my heart goes out to... Yes, it goes out to the blue. My heart goes out to the people affected by the layoffs that happened last month there. Ow! Bitch. Yeah, that's one of the secrets. Doesn't have a collectible though. Oh yeah, we're about to be facing off against one of the first new enemies in the game. Super heavy, actually. So I'm gonna swap over to the chain shot. Oh yeah, we won't face off against him until a little bit later. Just know that there is a new enemy that we're going to be coming across. Oh, what? Oh. You know, I was just talking to some of my friends in VR chat about this kind of thing last night. If you notice, whenever I look away like this, that's calling. Yeah, if you're in the know-how about, like, game design and stuff, I don't think that's supposed to work like that. Anyway, so we have a combat. We have our first collectible, which is a codex entry. Which... Merrick letters. From Knight Merrick to Commander Valen. Father, there is no excuse for my failure to report, yet I cannot explain how it came to pass. I serve the people, my king, and bear no wound I can name as the cause. Yet I lose hours from my own mind. My sleep has not improved. The guards look to me, and so I conceal my exhaustion. But the days now bleed together. Long stretches of memory vanish without warning. I awaken alone within my chambers, uncertain of how I arrived there. Did the long wars ever burden you in this way? Alright, we have another one. From Commander Valen to Knight Merrick. Merrick, in my absence, you command the regiment. To earn their respect, you must endure where others would falter or surrender your place to one more worthy. You will do what is right. What you describe is not uncommon. Fatigue clouds the mind and weakens the spirit. Seek counsel with the Dake priests. Let them cleanse your thoughts and restore your focus. These burdens do not break us, they temper us for the greater battles ahead. And then the last one. From Knight Merrick to King Valen. Whatever this darkness is, I will overcome it. If only you know. Alright, so this combat encounter will only appear after we do certain things. Now... Remember everyone, shields can be a weapon if you use it properly. It. We're good? Not done yet. It's, even for a level this short, with only 4 secrets, 3 collectibles, it's still got plenty of exploration, so we're not in the clear. Because we got this area, which will have, I believe, a few more secrets? But you'll want to remember what I'm about to say. One time only. How the hell did I shoot you from all the way over here? I wasn't even aiming at you. What, did my gun's spread just kill you? Actually, yeah, that would make sense. So yes, game, I know how to do this. I've played the base campaign. Okay. Yeah, that's right, this thing is on a freaking time. Hey, hello, the person watching. Aha! Those. Well, damn. And before you ask why I wanted to wait until now to do this DLC Let's Play, I always like to take my time with this stuff, so that way I don't have to worry about not being prepared for something. And it's also just simply because of the fact that other people were streaming it, so I didn't want to be lost in the crowd. And again, I'm not really someone who looks for popularity. I'm not trying to find popularity, that's what I'm trying to say. What I was trying to do, but apparently these guys just really wanted to get buzzsaw. Ah! I kicked her so hard she did a backflip. So good. Yeah, there's 7. Hello, good sir. May I interest you with a healthy dosage of rockets? Forever. Kill a cyber and shoot it until it dies. It's dead. That's it. Yeah. As you can tell, there's quite a lot for this short little level, huh? And we haven't even scratched the surface, because that was just that little area there. We still need to get up there and... Whoop. Whoop. I'm so glad that this shotgun here inspired the design of a weapon that I made in the story, man. Which we'll get its finale next week. Anyway, I'm not talking about that though. We'll talk about it some other time, whenever it's relevant. Anyway. Alright, so we have another combat. That shit hurted. Something that's always kind of bugged me. Plenty of games that have lava actually show, like, environmental reactions to you shooting into lava. Why doesn't this game? Like, let me show you. It doesn't splash up when you do that. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm not saying that they should have done that at all. But it would have been really cool, but, you know, I understand that they're not trying to make environmental details for every single little thing. But, you know, I've seen games that do. Like, there's a game called Proteus that does that. It's actually really cool. Anyway, again, going back to what I was saying a while ago, you'll want to remember me saying one time only, because that applies to this level. Almost done this. We have this. Another 3. Oh, that's cool. I think they have stuff like that in the classic games. Like a little thing that has blood in it. Revenant? More like Revocant. I don't think they like that joke. Ah! You call that a battle cry? Here's a battle cry. Ah! I'm allowed to have fun. When it says no, then fuck off. I apologize for how loud that was. How did you... Where the hell did he get that shield from? His ass? Okay, in all seriousness though, there is a life sigil down there. Right over there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Fuck. How do I... How do I... Okay, I know there's a way. I'm stupid. The elevator is the way. Duh. Just need to do this thing. Hey, Komodo! Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Yeah, you can see what I mean about me not really being a fan of the balancing thing with the Ravager, where it still slows you down. Even though, as we will see in the description of the weapon, oh, never mind. It says the movement penalty is reduced. It used to say removed. Never mind, I was about to say that they should have changed that, but they did. Alright, buddy, I removed your graviton arm, and I'm about to take your graviton heart. You'd have to be one of those essence leaders. That's the second secret. We have another secret item there. So we're gonna have to... Shit, I forgot the armor. Hey look, it's Fallout. I have played that game before, but it's like... I mean, it is cool though how the community is actually like supportive of each other, but yeah. Wait, what? Is there seriously like nothing here? Okay, I know there are secrets over here, so I think the collectibles are just codex entries. So, okay, now we're about to face off against the first new enemy. The Buzzsaw! AKA the weakest enemy of this DLC! You know why? I'll sum it up in 2 words. Shield breakable. We'll now rearrange those words in a way that makes more sense. Easily killed. Those guys are literally a slouch. And yes, this isn't the only level running becomes. Just know that this level will end in a way that you probably wouldn't expect. Of course, if you have never played Doom the Dark Ages, and you only know about the games when you Let's Plays and stuff, and don't know about the DLC, yeah. I do not like the Acolyte. But thankfully, we are going to be getting something that's more serviceable. What? Yeah, the Buzzsaw. My least favorite enemy from the DLC. You know why? For one, the shield is easily breakable, much like a lot of the shielded soldiers. Another reason. You call that a challenge? Like... yeah. When you want to challenge, the vagary here is a challenge. Especially with the fact that she just moves around a lot. I do know that even though this is technically returning enemy from Doom 3, it doesn't have breasts. I think they did that just to make it not sexualized, so... You guys really love punishing me for no reason, huh? Well, I'm the Arbiter! I will judge you. I judge the concrete. Brimstone. Okay, there we go. Now to confront the council. Okay, so we have 2 secrets left. We got one up here. We got the one over here. Yeah, there's too much further to go. We have secrets here. I know that. I think that's one of the secrets here, like this little spot. But I'm just gonna say this now. Like I said earlier, one-time deal. What I mean by this level is a one-time trip. After you get done with it, you cannot come back. At all. I wish I was kidding. Anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot. Because this is a one-time level, I already forgot how to... Ow! Just took one shot to kill it. Alright. The third secret subject. Ah! Don't sneak up on me like that. You're gonna scare me. You're already dead. You're a demon too, so it's even worse. Okay. We do have a combat encounter, so there's that. Let's- Okay, never mind. Just remember, you have to be outside to do this. Okay, there's a combat encounter. I just took that to the face like a team. How do you feel? Good. Demon hybrid. Okay. Now. I don't know how to... What? How do I... Fucking damn. That's not a check, is it? Son of a bitch. And that's one of the secrets there, too. You've got to be kidding me. There's no way to get back in. Really? Okay. Need I remind you, by the way? Whoa! Yeah, not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. So you mean to tell me that because I entered this arena, I... What? What the fuck? So, because I came into this arena, there's no way to get back in. Can I... I can't restart. Because I was going to have to do this entire level all over again. Just to get to this point. Bear in mind... Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. Remember that. I forgot about this. Because like I said, this level can only be completed once. After you beat it, there's no coming back. I wish there was a way to do that, but you can't. Whatsoever. I hate how cleverly hidden that is. I thought that there was literally no way to come back. Okay. The fucking audacity. Just... Now that we know that I was just an idiot and didn't pay attention, and this is coming from someone who does pay attention. Wow. Okay, to be fair, you only do this level once. You only do it once. So it's easy to forget that, because after you beat it, you can't come back. I completely forgot about that, because of that. Thankfully, the game doesn't have any other levels you can't go back to. Except for a few, but they're not really levels in the traditional sense. You'll find out later in this episode. Finally, that fatso is done. Okay, so now that we're done raging and absolutely fucking nothing, let's get going. Oh look, another one, the brute camp. Yeah, the brute the Aghanon Brute is an easier version of the Aghanon Hunter. I say that in being and melting your flesh with sheer ferocity, otherwise known as plasma. Ha! Ah! Just kicked him into the wall. Anyway, I'm gonna switch to Mega Cell. Because I don't really like Heat Blast, because you have to release the gun's button to do it. I don't like that. Done? Done. Good. Ah! The giblets are floating. Nice. Alright. Okay.
You are approaching the target.
So that is all 4 secrets. We have one last thing. Pretty sure I know what it is. It's a codex. End of chapter. And after this, well, you'll find out why this episode is called The Nightmare Begins. So, before I get into things, you don't have to worry about how equipped you are. At all. You might think that, wait, what do you mean you don't have to worry about being as equipped as possible? Like, isn't the whole point of a boss battle to be as prepared as possible? As I may demonstrate, you'll find out in about 30 seconds. I'm kidding, not 30 seconds. It'll be in a moment.
The Slayer, the Sentinel's champion, has journeyed a great distance.
You look like someone from Metallica!
My lords. We see your pain.
That's not converting at all.
Sins of your past give you no power here.
The nightmare begins.
Cleansed soul may leave this chamber.
You wasted your life, human.
And your wounds run deeper.
You belong here. And here you will stay. The Council has chosen. Beneath this chamber will be your tomb. Come,
Really?
Slayer.
It's not a fact.
I will be your guide. I am servant to the Council.
Quit laughing. I feel like I just made a tragic and very terrible mistake. can't find it. Everybody, say hello to the one boss fight where you're supposed to lose! You'll find out what I mean in a second. Just know, on my first playthrough of this DLC, I thought there was a way to beat the boss. You'll find out in a moment. That is not the case, at all. Just know that you do fight this guy again at a later point of the DLC. Another point. You're disgusting! Say hello to the most grotesque thing I have ever seen in my entire life. The henchman. Can't take damage from guns. And melee weapons don't do anything. So you're probably thinking, okay, well, what are you supposed to do? You could do everything you want to do, everything you can, rather. You can even use the BFC. Won't do any good. After a certain time period, this happens. The fog appears and the cutscene plays. You get stared at by the most loveliest eyes known to man. If you redeem it. Now I know how Loki feels in that one Avengers movie. Also, yes, my voice did reach that high of a note earlier when I said, "You are disgusting." I had bad for a 29-year-old. Oh! Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations. Title drop after the first level. No, I'm kidding, it's the introductory level. Defeated and broken, you have been cast down into the Council's prison to suffer eternal damnation. They said the thing, they said eternal. Alright. Who is this? Who is this? It's not the Slayer. Oh, it's someone else. So, you know how you saw the Praetor suit, right? I mean, I know that was a spoiler, but I kind of wish they would give you the ability to swap between the DLC's actual character outfit that you get at the beginning of the DLC and the Praetor suit. But there's us. Not dead. I think. Yeah, back off. Here's our shield saw. Then there's us. The Oracle. So who is this mystery person who's inspecting us? Well, If you've played Doom 2016, you might recall in the Codex entries that the demons talked about someone called the Wretch. You'll want to remember that. Just know that this guy is a demon, but he's not on their side. He's on our side. And yes, this is us. And I can say with utmost certainty, Doomslayer is best. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Shut up. Look, I may be a bisexual, but I'm not gonna say that about the Slayer. Even though he is handsome. Suit destroyed. After taking significant damage, your shield, almost said your shield, your suit is no longer functional. Your maximum health, armor, and ammo have been reduced. The BFC is also missing and cannot be located. Okay. Looks peculiar. Here's our saw. It is kind of cool to see the insides of it, though. Yeah, there's our broken equipment. Got the broken saw, the broken helmet, the chest plate. All very cool. Hey, look, we got fried chicken. Got a codex entry. Journal of the Architect. You're gonna want to remember this guy. Alright. We have Cthulhu. And then we have something that I'm gonna get into talking about when we grab it and start the tutorial for it. For now, just know that we don't have our shield right away. We will get it back, not too much further into the DLC's playthrough, but speaking of the playthrough, after we're done with the stuff for this area called Purgatory, I might play the first main level of the DLC.
Must pay for their sins.
Thank you, Darren DePaul.
When you leave, their suffering begins.
Ladies, gentlemen, people in between, say hello to the Chain Spear! It slices, it dices, it grapples! And when the DLC came out, that button prompt did not show up on the tutorial. Yeah, so, fun fact, when this DLC first launched, there was a strange glitch that affected everybody, where the button mappings for the spear were not there. The only way that you would be able to have gotten them is to try and map the thing to certain things, and then set the default. I don't know why this happened. Just know that after they issued an update not long after the DLC's release, they did fix it. So that said, yeah, Meat Hook. That name seems awfully familiar. Yeah. Chain Spear Slash. Pressing circle will perform a sweeping slash action. A bit of slash action lawsuit. I and the lawsuit. Yeah, so our health and armor are capped at slash can parry hell surge attacks. Press circle when an incoming hell surge melee strike or projectile is in range of a parry or slash to parry. Parrying hell surge attacks with slash will cause nearby enemies to fall. The timing on this is a little bit tricky, but just know that it is possible. Press L2 with the chain spear equipped to perform a dash in the direction you are moving. Use dash to traverse the environment and dodge incoming attacks. Dash charges will refill over a short time. Oh, and I got a phone call. Hello? Oh. Oh. Okay. Love you too. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. It's just my grandmother was calling me and she said, "Oh, hey, I lost one of my new hearing aids, so you need to look for it." Well, how the hell am I supposed to know where it is? Like, I don't even know what it looks like. You can't tell me to look for something and not tell me what it looks like. Yeah, so think of the chain spear as the super shotgun from Eternal minus the super shotgun that it is attached. Anyone else think that the Slayer kind of looks like Chris Redfield? I mean, in this DLC he does. Anyway, we're not done. You can customize the inputs for the chain spear at any time by visiting the settings menu. Oh, I don't know, like the launch of this DLC where I had to do that and then reset it to defaults, only for me to find out the button things, the controls that they gave me were the defaults. I'm not angry at id Software, I'm just confused as to how that could have happened, you know? Anyway.
This crypt is your pain given shape. It holds many secrets. Find the keys to unlock your suffering.
Whoop.
Only
Circular thing.
soul may leave. 3 stones, each of which exact a price. Find them, overcome their trials of absolution, and harness the power needed to walk between realms.
Oh, hi. Just fell over, just like, ow. Yeah, unlike the shield, there's a bit more of a delay.
What you need, you'll find inside.
Alright. That hurts. Okay. Buddy, you should... I was looking at my phone. Also, my mammoth found the hearing aid. Yeah, she just sent me a text saying, and never mind, I found it. It is fallen out in between the seat here. Thank goodness anyway, and I'm going to get my prescription. See you in a bit. Okay, so as we enter this first main level of the DLC, the main one that is repeatable, I will end this episode. I hope you all have enjoyed this. If you did, then like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. You don't need to do any of that stuff, but it is certainly appreciated. I am so sorry that this episode was so long for something that was kind of supposed to be short. But, yeah, so just know that this DLC is very, very meaty. Like, according to Hugo Martin, the game director for this, the total DLC length would be 10 to 12 hours. And that's if you're getting everything. And sure enough, you got 10 secrets, you got 255 gold, you got 2 thingamabobs, and you have 7 collectibles. But we're gonna do that in the next episode, which will be Thursday. But just know that there's a lot to be shown off. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all Thursday.